Just a quick rant about physics and non-existent time, the illusion of time, past, present, future, everything really being just all happening all at once, everywhere, right? It's kind of bizarre, it's kind of crazy that within all the dimensions, we are experiencing consciousness in the 3D. So out of all of the planes, the 3D realm was the realm of which humans experience consciousness. Why? Why, though? I want to know why. Because if it's a delayed shadow of the 4D, technically, right? Four-dimensional meaning you have to imagine. You have to imagine it to create it. It has to be brought into physical form. It's going from energy to physical, if you want to really look at it like that. So 4D is really how you create in the mind, and then the 3D is the experience of said curation, of said vision, of said idea, of said imagination, right? So being in the 3D is a trip, because those of us who get caught up in the ego, which is really a combination of all of our physical experiences, we're responding to physical experience and using it as like a telltale navigation or map as to who we are. It's kind of like, it's trippy. It's trippy. It's just trippy. I'm just looking at all the planes all at once, and I'm accepting that this present moment, I am a physical manifestation of 4D energy. So it's not necessarily a now, it's a result of then. So the 4D, which is kind of perceived to us as a head, we are experiencing the physical manifestation of what has already been set in motion. But then the ego is tying itself to what's happened, what we've experienced. So we're looking at the data bank of past experience and using it to navigate the 3D plane. Those of us who are unconscious, mostly. But those of us who are self-aware or heightening in that self-awareness journey, we're using the 4D to sit very comfortably in the 3D, knowing that we are the curators. We've been given God life force energies to create our futures, to create our realities, right? So the use of your mind and your mouth, your words, your manifested frequency that you speak into existence, using that awareness, you now have to recognize there's a lot of peace to be had in this. That's the point I'm getting to. I just wanted to sum up for myself, why do we experience this life thing in the 3D? And I guess there had to be some ground of which energy forms. And then to know it's been formed, one must consciously experience it. You feel me? So it's just a bit of a trip. That's what I'm saying. That's what I really wanted to say. I just had a download. I had a ping. So perhaps the reason why we experience consciousness in the 3D is because beyond the 3D, which is 4D, which is the unmaterialized energy, the unmaterialized thought or imagination, and the 3D being the immersion of the physical has to meet spirit. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and the human is the materialization. It's the rational. It's not the irrational, and there needs to be a meeting point. So we're really just infinite in dimension. By the way, we're infinite in dimension and experiencing ourselves at this middle point. But the middle point isn't actually the present. We're experiencing the delayed manifestation of technically what is the present, and the present is always being created now. Trippy stuff.